Alright, so this is how Dan Martell's authority engine gets implemented. So you got a blog, and that's where you're gonna be posting great content. And now we're gonna figure out how to create that content and get a lot of people to that blog. So in a blog that you can create with WordPress the way I show you, you can do that very easily. Now you're gonna create an article. You just go to create article, post is usually called. And now you can start putting your content there. Now, what is the content you're gonna put in there? We say that if you don't really know where to start, you can come up with the top 10 frequently asked questions that your customers may have, and that's an idea. So let's say that you have one of those questions. The next thing you're gonna do is gonna shoot a video. Today, shooting video is very simple. Do you have one of these? Well, 95% of the world has one. So an iPhone, a Samsung Android phone can shoot really nice high quality video. All you have to do really, if you want to get started right now, is press record and answer that question. Obviously, you can spend more time, hire professional people with professional equipment that will make look everything a lot more professional. But what people really care is the content, the quality of the content. Video is crucial nowadays. So what you're gonna do next is you're gonna put that video on YouTube. You're gonna publish it on YouTube. Why on YouTube? Because YouTube is now the second largest search engine in the world. It's owned by Google, which is the first search engine on the world, and there is trends saying that YouTube actually is going to become larger than even Google itself. How many times you've been on Google searching for how to do things? How to tie your shoes, how to fold a t-shirt in 3 seconds, how to change your oil. Absolutely, it's the world's encyclopedia, visual encyclopedia nowadays. So, and Google gives a lot of preference to videos, high quality videos that are put on YouTube. So definitely the next step, publish it there. And this is where the magic starts happening. This is a very simple step, shooting and publishing. But then you're going to extract the audio, well, not the audio, you're going to transcribe it. So whatever you said is going to be transcribed into a text file. You can do this yourself, or you can hire somebody else, or a company like SpeechPad, which charges about $1 per minute. So if you shoot a 10-minute video, that's going to be $10. Very, very affordable to transcribe this. Now you're going to use that transcription to add closed captioning to YouTube. YouTube gives preference to videos that have closed captioning, good titles, and good descriptions. So for the description under the video, you're going to create a summary of what you said on the video, and you're going to put that on the description of the YouTube video. Again, you can hire somebody else to do this, and this is what Dan does. That he gets a company like SpeechPad to do the transcription, and then a virtual assistant to extract the summary and put it on the description of YouTube. So what are you gonna put inside your fantastic article? Well, you're gonna embed the YouTube video. You're gonna put it on the top of the article. Then the transcription is gonna be the body, the text of the video. So basically, you're gonna have the same that you have on the video, you're gonna have on the body of the video. Now, it's not gonna be exactly the transcription, because if you have like or any mistakes, those can get edited out. So the format looks nice and it's readable. But basically, the same content that is on the video is gonna be on the article. Great! Now you have your article from just one video. What's going to happen next? The same person that created the summary, which could be you or somebody you hire, is going to look at the video and is going to figure out moments where you said something that was very inspiring, or it sounded like a tweet. It'd be like tweetable one-liners. And he'll extract those on a 10-minute video, maybe 3 or 4 of those one-lines that can be extracted. And then you can have a graphic designer or yourself to create a quote card. A quote card is simply that one-liner with a nice background, like a nice picture on the background. It's a great content element for social media, because the next thing you're going to do is publish these things on Facebook and Twitter. The one-liners, because they're already tweetable, they're perfect to put on Twitter, but you also can put them on Facebook. The quote cards, you can put them on both. And also you can also put them on Pinterest or on Instagram as well, right? Fantastic. So this from one video you already have a YouTube content, you got an article, and you got content for Facebook and Twitter thanks to your one-liners and the quote cards. But that's not it. What else can we do? How about we publish the entire article as it is? Basically copy and paste, very simple, onto two very popular and fast-growing social media companies, Medium and LinkedIn. LinkedIn is like social media for professionals, and Medium is a new social media that is growing tremendously fast and that you cannot ignore. And basically you can get thousands of views and shares if you get into these two platforms. The reason why is because they're growing really fast, and both of these platforms, if you have great content, they will actually promote it on your behalf, not just to your own followers, but to the entire platform. And I know that because I posted a couple of articles that I wrote almost 3 years ago. I reposted them on both on LinkedIn and Medium, and suddenly it's like they're new. I'm getting so much traffic from them because I know they were written properly, but again, I didn't do much to promote them. All I did is copy and paste them into these platforms, and suddenly, boom, a lot more traffic. So, are we done? No, you still can get a lot more mileage from that one piece of content, that video. You can extract the audio, which is very simple to do. Any video editing tool allows you to go, click export, export audio only, and you're done. And then you're gonna post that audio into another platform called SoundCloud. So if YouTube is the biggest video social network in the world, SoundCloud is the biggest audio social network in the world, and it's growing really fast. And what happens is that a lot of people rather listen to audio than to watch videos, because of it's more convenient. If you're driving, if you're washing the dishes, you still maybe want to take advantage of that time to learn new stuff, and audio allows you to do that. So SoundCloud is fantastic for that, and you can get a lot of leverage from that video if you post that audio into SoundCloud. This is what Dan Martell actually does for his Authority Engine. Now, all of this is going to generate traffic, and it's going to generate traffic back to your article. Why? Because every time you post something on the description, you have the opportunity to put a link back to your article. Remember, the whole idea of generating great content is to drive traffic with the least amount of effort back to your blog. What's going to happen in your blog article is that you're going to have a place where people can enter their email addresses. The entire purpose of your blog is to collect email addresses from people that have seen your great content, they got really excited about it, and now they want to find more about it. What are they going to do? Make it easy for them. Just put a link back to that same article. Now within that article, there'll be a place where they can enter their email address. And there's two ways of doing this. You could literally have just a box where you ask for their email address and you say, hey, join if you want to learn more about our products or our articles or about whatever we're teaching here, just enter your email address and we'll let you know next time we have great content. The other way, which is it converts better, is giving something free in exchange of the email address. For example, click here to download a free ebook where we'll give you the 10 best ways of generating traffic to your website or something like that. Well, people are more likely to give you something if you give them something for free. So that's the other way of doing it. Well, now that they give you their email address, that's going to go onto your newsletter system, which could be MailChimp or Aweber or something like that. This is fantastic. All the people that have gone through this funnel into your newsletter, they're highly qualified leads because they show interest. They show interest on your content. They liked it. That's why they gave you their email address. So guess what? Now what you're gonna do is promote to this email list your future posts, give them a lot of value, and eventually, guess what? You're gonna make a product offer, because that's the whole idea. And because by that time they really like what you have to offer and what you have to say, they'll be more likely to buy whatever you have to sell them. And this is great because the chances of converting these highly targeted subscribers into buyers is very high, and you're gonna generate sales, right? So this is how it all works. You start with one piece of content that you leverage and repurpose tremendously in all social networks. That generates a lot of traffic. You collect the email addresses. Now you promote your products to that email list, generate money, but you're not done yet, because it's very important to collect testimonials from the people that are extremely happy with your products. They're like, by the way, could you not just share it? You could ask them to share it, but if they have testimonials, that would be great, because testimonials are one of the #1 drivers of sales and traffic. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna now use those testimonials and publish them everywhere, on Twitter, on Facebook, and everywhere. That will give you a lot of credibility, people that already bought your products, and that's gonna drive more traffic to your website. So that's pretty much it, the whole thing. Now, you can either do it all by yourself, or you can spend money on hiring a transcription company, and then somebody that can create the summaries, the one-liners, the quote cards, like a graphic designer, very cheaply online. Also, if you want to boost traffic, a lot of these platforms allow you to create ads. So what Dan Martell does, he spends money on Facebook ads, which is very simple. Once you post something on Facebook, there's a big button that says boost this post. Then you select a target audience, and with $5 you can reach hundreds of people. If your content is good, actually the cost of sharing to people won't be too expensive. And that's going to generate more traffic. And the same thing with YouTube. You can spend money on YouTube ads, which is also very simple. So the very same video that you uploaded, you can, in a couple of clicks, you can now convert them into an ad that becomes like a pre-roll, a mid-roll ad within YouTube, and that's going to generate even more traffic. But this is optional. If you don't have any budget, you don't have to do this. Now, all of this is only going to work, and I need to emphasize this, if what you're putting out there is great content. So before you spend all this time producing and promoting stuff, make sure that what you're creating actually has value, because if it doesn't, people are not going to share crap. The whole idea of inbound marketing is that encourages and motivates people to share because it was great in the first place. So make sure that piece of content, that video where everything started, is great, and now the chances of it being shared is going to be tremendously higher if it's great content. So going back to those 5 steps that from the overall picture of the Dan Martell's Authority Engine, remember, first you have to create great content, which is shown in this area. Then you're going to publish that great content in all these social media platforms. That's going to generate traffic. That's going to generate subscriptions. And those subscriptions are going to generate sales. Boom! Hey, did you enjoy this video? If you want to see more like this, just subscribe here. If you want a free gift, click here. Yeah. Which one is going to be the one?